and she popped out 4 boys in 4 years. Boom! And she was determined to have a string quartet for her sons, which was unbelievable, because I could barely get my son to brush his teeth, let alone practice. And the 4 of us are all professional string players. My oldest brother's a great violin player in Connecticut. My second oldest brother's the principal cellist of the Syracuse Symphony. And then I came along, and my mom said to me, "What instrument do you want to play, Mark?" And I said, "The tuba." And my mom said, "No, that does not fit in a string quartet. You're playing viola." That's it? My viola section is a great cheering squad for me. And I was like, okay, I'll play viola. My younger brother played violin, and we were the first all-brother string quartet in the early 70s, and I learned all the Mozart, Beethoven quartet. It was an incredible experience. But then I remember going home, running home, putting my headphones on and listening to Led Zeppelin and Beatles, all the brothers, and all this great music, and I was like, man, this music is so incredible. And another band that really changed my life, and I know that changed a couple of people here, is the Beatles, who truly were one of the greatest rock and roll bands in history. Right? And I remember drawing pictures when I was a kid of the Beatles, John, Paul, Ringo, and George, and Mark with his viola. And I was determined someday to play with the Beatles. Unfortunately, we lost 2, John and George, who were looking down upon us, smiling, so happy that their music is touching so many people. But I had a chance last year to work with Billy Joel and Paul McCartney. Billy Joel 2 feet from this way, and Paul McCartney 5 feet from my right. And it was awesome. And backstage, I said to Paul, man, I work with these kids in these schools, and it's so incredibly wonderful that they're getting such support for not only great classical music, but also American-influenced music, British music, and your music, Sir McCartney. And he was so moved by the fact that we're teaching in a great environment here. The great Beatles, Zeppelin, Miles Davis, all of this great American music. This next arrangement is my arrangement of the fantastic song, Eleanor Rigby.